Hello friends, and welcome to a journey of understanding one of life's most profound truths. If you're over 50, like so many of us, you've likely thought about what it means to face the end, whether for yourself or someone you love. Death is a topic we often shy away from in America, but today, we're diving in with courage and curiosity. Because here's the thing, the more we know, the less we fear. In this video, we're sharing 10 surprising facts about dying that might just change how you see this universal part of life. From the gentle signs of life's final moments to the mysteries of what the mind holds at the end, these insights offer clarity and comfort for those golden years. So, grab a cozy seat, maybe a cup of coffee, and let's explore together. Where are you watching from today? Drop your city or state in the comments. We'd love to connect with you. If this resonates, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video on life's big questions. Let's build a community where we can share, reflect, and find peace together. Stick around, because these facts might just touch your heart and ease your mind. Number 1, dying is often a process. For many, the thought of death feels abrupt, like a sudden curtain falling. Yet, for those facing it through prolonged illness or the quiet advance of old age, dying unfolds as a gradual process marked by the body's gentle surrender. As Dr. Zachary Pallas, medical director at Hebrew Home at Riverdale in New York, explains, this journey reveals itself through subtle but profound signs, each a whisper of the body's transition. These include a slowing of breath, a heart rate that grows faint, a drop in blood pressure, and a shift in complexion, perhaps a paleness or a faint blue in the fingers. For those over 50, witnessing or preparing for this phase, these markers offer a way to understand what's happening, bringing clarity to a deeply human experience. Each person's path is unique, Dr. Pallas notes, with no two journeys unfolding in precisely the same order. As blood pressure ebbs, the skin may take on a ghostly pallor, a sign the body is conserving its energy for its final moments. Fingers and extremities cool, sometimes turning faintly blue as circulation retreats. The pulse, once steady, becomes a fragile thread, and breathing may grow uneven, a rhythm that signals the approach of something momentous. These changes, though sobering, are a natural part of the body's quiet farewell. For families and individuals, recognizing these signs can foster a sense of presence and connection, allowing time to share love, reflect on a life well lived, or simply sit in silent companionship. In a culture that values both resilience and reverence, understanding this process invites us to face the inevitable with grace and dignity, honoring the sacredness of life's final chapter. Number 2, when breathing slows, death is likely near. As life nears its close, the rhythm of breathing changes, becoming a tender, halting cadence that signals the body's gentle release. Dr. Zachary Pallas, a seasoned physician at Hebrew Home at Riverdale in New York, describes how breaths may slow, with pauses stretching 15 to 20 seconds, creating moments where it seems the person has ceased to breathe. For those over 50, standing vigil by a loved one's side, these gaps can stir deep worry, a natural response to seeing someone so dear appear to slip away. Yet, Dr. Pallas offers reassurance. This irregular breathing is a normal, sacred part of the dying process, not a cause for alarm. These pauses, though unsettling, are the body's way of easing into its final rest, a quiet preparation for the journey's end. For families, this moment can feel heavy, laden with love and the weight of impending loss. But understanding that this is a natural step allows those gathered to focus on presence, holding a hand, whispering cherished memories, or simply being together in silence. In the American tradition of valuing family bonds and facing life's milestones with courage, recognizing this sign offers a chance to embrace the moment with grace. It's a time to honor the life shared, to find solace in togetherness, and to trust that these pauses are part of a peaceful transition, guided by the body's innate wisdom. Number 3, there are 2 stages of death. Death, though universal, unfolds in distinct stages, each marking a profound transition from life to its quiet end. The American AED CPR Association, a trusted authority in first aid and resuscitation, explains that the first stage, clinical death, begins when the heart ceases to beat, halting the flow of life through the body. For those over 50, this moment may evoke thoughts of loved ones or personal mortality, stirring a mix of solemnity and curiosity. Yet, within this brief window, typically 4 to 6 minutes, there remains a fragile hope. During clinical death, resuscitation efforts like CPR or defibrillation can sometimes restart the heart, offering a chance to reclaim life. But if those minutes pass without revival, the second stage, biological death, arrives as brain cells, starved of oxygen, begin to perish. This marks the irreversible end, where the body's story concludes, and no intervention can turn back time. For families or individuals facing this reality, understanding these stages brings clarity to a process often shrouded in mystery. In the American spirit of valuing knowledge and dignity, recognizing this progression fosters a sense of peace, allowing us to honor the body's journey with reverence. It reminds us to cherish the time we have, to have open conversations about end-of-life wishes, and to approach these moments with courage and grace, knowing that even in death, there is a natural order, a final act of the human experience that we all share. Number 4, CPR isn't always as effective as it is on television. For decades, shows like ER and Grey's Anatomy have captivated American audiences with dramatic scenes of CPR miraculously saving lives, hearts restarting just as the music swells. A study in the Emergency Medicine Journal found that 95% of 500 emergency room patients shaped their views of CPR from such television portrayals, with over half believing it succeeds 75% of the time. For those over 50, who may have watched these shows while navigating their own health journeys, this creates a hopeful but skewed picture. The reality, however, is more complex, especially for those with chronic illnesses, and understanding it can guide meaningful choices about end-of-life care. Research reveals CPR's true success rate is far lower, about 12% for cardiac arrests outside hospitals and 24–40% inside them. While CPR undeniably saves lives, restoring countless families' hopes, it's not the universal fix we see on screen. For some, particularly those with ongoing health challenges, CPR can lead to complications, diminishing quality of life with risks like fractured ribs or prolonged recovery. This truth invites us to pause and reflect, as the study's authors urge, on the need for honest conversations with doctors and loved ones. In a culture that values informed decisions and family bonds, discussing CPR's risks and benefits, especially for end-of-life plans, empowers us to align care with personal values. For those in their golden years, this knowledge offers a chance to approach such decisions with clarity and courage, ensuring their wishes are honored in life's final moments. Number 5, hearing may be the last sense to go. In the tender moments before life's end, when words and presence carry profound weight, hearing often remains a steadfast bridge between the dying and those they love. A study in Scientific Reports affirms what many have long believed. Even in their final hours, hospice patients' auditory systems respond much like those of young, healthy individuals, holding fast as other senses fade. For Americans over 50, who may sit by a loved one's bedside or contemplate their own legacy, this insight offers a poignant opportunity to connect, to share, and to leave a lasting imprint on the heart. Dr. Zachary Pallas, a compassionate voice from Hebrew Home at Riverdale, calls hearing the most passive sense, a quiet gift that endures as the body weakens. Even though their blood pressure is dropping and they're fading out, he says, they can hear what we're saying. This truth invites families to lean in, to speak words of love, gratitude, or forgiveness, knowing their voices reach through the veil of approaching death. In a culture that cherishes family bonds and the power of heartfelt goodbyes, this moment becomes a sacred chance to share stories of cherished memories, affirm unbreakable ties, or simply whisper, "You are loved." For those navigating life's later years, this knowledge encourages meaningful farewells, fostering peace and closure. It reminds us that in the stillness of life's final chapter, the sound of a familiar voice can be a beacon of comfort, carrying love across the threshold of eternity. Number 6, you may urinate and defecate. As life draws to a close, the body begins a quiet surrender, releasing the task it has faithfully performed for years. During our lifetime, The brain tirelessly directs every function, from the beat of our heart to the control of our bladder and bowels. But at the moment of death, these signals fade, and the muscles, once held taut by the mind's command, soften into rest. Dr. Zachary Pallas, a compassionate expert from Hebrew Home at Riverdale, explains, the neck of the bladder and the sphincter are in a constant state of contraction, so when there's no more neural signals to the bladder or bowels, then they relax. For those over 50 who may stand by a loved one in their final moments, it's comforting to know that it's entirely natural for urine or stool to be released just after death. This gentle release, though it may feel surprising or undignified in a culture that prizes composure, is simply the body's final act of letting go, a testament to its lifelong service. For Americans who cherish dignity and seek understanding in life's transitions, recognizing this as a normal part of death can ease discomfort, allowing families to focus on love and memory rather than fleeting embarrassment. It's a reminder that even in its last moments, the body follows a natural path, deserving of respect and grace. By embracing this truth, we honor the person, not the process, and find peace in knowing that these small, human moments are part of the sacred journey from life to eternity. Number 7, morphine is used only to ease the pain associated with passing. In the sacred space of life's final moments, misunderstandings about medical care can weigh heavily on families. One pervasive myth, as Dr. Zachary Pallas of Hebrew Home at Riverdale explains, is that morphine is administered to hasten death. For Americans over 50 who may be navigating the loss of a loved one or planning their own end-of-life care, this misconception can stir unease. Nothing could be further from the truth, Dr. Pallas assures, emphasizing that in most U.S. states where physician-assisted suicide is not legal, morphine's sole purpose is to bring comfort, not to end life. As the body nears its end, blood pressure falls and organs receive less oxygen, triggering a desperate gasping known as air hunger. This struggle, Dr. Pallas notes, is heart-wrenching for families to witness, as it appears to signal pain. Yet, this is where morphine's gentle power shines. The proper dose of morphine relieves the sense of air hunger, he says, allowing loved ones to breathe more calmly and rest more peacefully in their final hours. In a culture that values dignity and compassion, this medical intervention reflects a commitment to easing suffering, offering families the gift of seeing their loved one at ease rather than in distress. For those in their later years, understanding morphine's true role fosters trust in healthcare providers and opens the door to heartfelt conversations about end-of-life wishes. It's a reminder that even in life's closing chapter, medicine can be a partner in preserving comfort and humanity, ensuring that love and peace prevail in those precious, fleeting moments. Number 8, the body as a whole may be dead, but certain parts within are still alive. When life departs, the body enters a profound stillness, yet within that quiet, a subtle transformation continues. Though the heart has stopped and the person is no longer with us, certain processes linger, a testament to the intricate design of the human form. Dr. Zachary Pallas, a compassionate guide from Hebrew Home at Riverdale, explains that the brain is the first to begin its breakdown, with other organs following in time. For Americans over 50 who may reflect on the loss of loved ones or their own mortality, understanding this natural progression offers a way to honor the body's final chapter with grace and acceptance. Deep within, living bacteria, particularly in the bowels, carry on, driving a process called putrefaction. This quiet work of decomposition, though unseen, leaves a poignant mark, a potent, unmistakable odor known as the smell of death. Even within a half hour, you can smell death in the room, Dr. Pallas notes, describing its distinct presence. In a culture that cherishes dignity and seeks meaning in life's transitions, this scent, though stark, is a reminder of nature's cycle returning the body to the earth from which it came. For those navigating grief or preparing for farewells, embracing this reality can soften the shock, allowing focus on the love and memories that endure. It invites us to see the body's final act not as an end, but as a continuation of life's eternal rhythm, deserving of respect and reverence in its quiet, transformative farewell. Number 9. There may be a scientific explanation to the notion of your life flashing before your eyes. In countless movies, a dying character sees their life flash before their eyes, a vivid montage of memories that captures the heart of their journey. For Americans over 50 who grew up with such scenes and may ponder their own life's end, this trope carries a profound allure. Remarkably, science suggests there may be truth to this cinematic vision. A 2022 study offers a glimpse into this mystery, documenting an 87-year-old man whose final moments revealed a surge of brain activity as if his life story was unfolding one last time. Hospitalized after a fall that caused brain bleeding, the patient suffered a cardiac arrest while doctors conducted brain scans. Even after his heart stopped, the scans captured a 30-second burst of brain waves tied to memory and dreaming, a phenomenon researchers believe could reflect a replay of cherished moments, birthdays, first loves, quiet triumphs. An earlier study in rodents echoed this, detecting similar brain activity after their hearts ceased. For those in their later years, this discovery stirs awe, suggesting that even as the body fades, the mind may weave a final tapestry of meaning. In a culture that values legacy and the search for purpose, this fleeting burst of memory offers comfort, a reminder that our stories, etched in the mind's depths, may accompany us to the threshold of eternity. It invites us to live fully, knowing that in life's closing seconds, the heart of who we are might shine brightly, gathering the moments that defined us into a luminous farewell. Number 10. Consciousness may continue after death. As we stand at the threshold of life's end, the question of what becomes of the mind lingers, stirring both curiosity and hope. For Americans over 50, who may reflect on their legacy or the mysteries of mortality, a groundbreaking study offers a glimpse into this enigma. Published in September 2023 in Resuscitation, the research tracked over 550 cardiac arrest patients across US and British hospitals, all revived through CPR after their hearts stopped. Though fewer than 1 in 10 survived, a striking 40% of those who did shared vivid recollections of consciousness during their brush with death, suggesting the mind may linger even as the body falters. These survivors described lucid experiences, a sensation of floating apart from their body, watching events unfold without pain, or pausing to reflect deeply on their relationships and life's choices. Brain scans revealed patterns tied to thought and memory, persisting up to an hour into CPR ray revelation that challenges our understanding of life's boundaries. This is the first large study to show that these recollections and brainwave changes may be signs of universal shared elements of so-called near-death experiences, said Dr. Sam Parnia, an associate professor at NYU Langone Health. In a culture that cherishes exploration and the search for meaning, these findings spark wonder, hinting that consciousness may weave a final thread of awareness, connecting us to our loved ones and life's purpose. For those in their later years, this discovery offers solace, inviting us to embrace life fully, knowing that even in our final moments, the mind may hold a radiant spark, illuminating the essence of who we are. The takeaway? Friends, we've journeyed through the mysteries of death today, and I hope these 10 facts have brought clarity and peace. For those of us over 50, facing mortality or a loved one's scan feel daunting, but knowledge is our light. From the gentle signs of life's end, like slowing breaths, to the profound possibility that our memories or consciousness may linger, these truths remind us that death is a natural part of our shared story. In America, we cherish life's fullness, and understanding death helps us live with courage and love. What touched you most today? Share your thoughts in the comments. We're building a community to reflect together. If this video moved you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell for more heartfelt content. Let's keep exploring life's big questions, honoring every moment we have. Until next time, hold your loved ones close and live boldly.